Hello students, now let us observe the working of bomb calorimeter. So first of all, for working of the bomb calorimeter, we will start with making the tablet. Here the fluid which we will use for measuring the calorific value will be benzoic acid. So generally the benzoic acid is available in this kind of powder form. So what we will do, we will first of all weigh the benzoic acid in a piece of paper, right? So generally 700 grams of benzoic acid is taken, around 700-800 grams, right? It is weighed in a piece of paper through this weighing scale. Then the benzoic acid is poured in this particular die, right? This die is removable at the other end, right? So this is the pellet. So what will happen if we will press this pellet? So the benzoic acid which is in powder form, it will be pressed and it will be compressed and it will be formed into this kind of tablet form, right? So now we do have this tablet. Again we will measure the weight of the tablet. So here you can see that if I want to measure the weight of the tablet, so this is my crucible, okay students? So I will place the crucible inside over here, right? I will press there, right? Now, so now as here you can see the weight of the tablet is 0.686 gram, right? So now we will take out this tablet and crucible. Okay, let us switch this off. Now we will suspend this particular thing, crucible, in this particular arrangement. This is nothing but the top cover of the bomb. As you can see over here, this is the nichrome wire and this is the cotton thread. The length of nichrome wire and cotton thread is 9 centimeter counted, and the calorific value of these two are pre-defined and added to the feed machine. So now what I will do, I will just make contact of the cotton thread with the tablet. I will make sure the tablet is in contact with the cotton thread, right? Just like this. Here you can see deep inside, right? So this is my arrangement. So it is ready to go inside this particular bomb. Now we will place this particular bomb inside over here, right? This is the cap of the bomb. So let's tight it. Now for the complete combustion of this particular benzoic acid, we will supply enough amount of oxygen. So let's add the oxygen first. So this is the hose pipe of oxygen. This is the valve, non-returning valve. We will just tight the valve with the hose pipe. Through this particular valve, I will supply the oxygen over here. So the oxygen is supplied and the pressure is set nearly around 25. The pressure is set nearly around 25 kg per centimeter square, right? So our oxygen is supplied, enough amount of oxygen is available for the combustion of this particular thing. Now I will remove the hose pipe. Okay, let us tight the valve so that no leakage will occur to the oxygen. Now the bomb is ready. We will submerge the bomb in this particular bucket. So if you see over here, this bucket is having 2 liters of water available in it, right? Now I will submerge the bomb in this, but before so, I will join these 2 particular wires with this bomb, right? Like this. So this is nothing but the attachment of electric supply to the bomb. Okay, so what will happen? As soon as I will press one switch from over here, that is fire button, so current will pass through this particular wire and it will pass through the wire of this particular bomb and it will burn the nichrome wire and thus it will burn the thread and thus it will burn the benzoic acid. So that is how the combustion will take place. Now I will put this particular bomb in this bucket. Right. Now let us close the lid. Further, this is the temperature sensor that is supplied over here. Temperature sensor is also connected with ECU unit. Then this is the rotor, right? You can see over here, this is the rotor. It is controlled by a motor, right? So that is also supplied. We have to make sure that the rotor is not in contact with the bomb, right? So everything is set right now. Now we will turn on the system. So the rotor is started. We will give some time so to the water available, so it will have uniform temperature. The rotor is provided to have a uniform temperature throughout the fluid. So as you can see, let's read the screen. A temperature means absolute temperature, 27.53 degrees Celsius, that is temperature of water. Then I temperature means increase in temperature, that is also 27.53 degrees Celsius initially. And this is the calorific value of the fluid that will be shown after the combustion will take place. So this is how this unit will work, right? So we will provide some time to this rotor. Now we know the sample value is 0.687 grams. So what we have to do, we have to just first of all set or feed the sample value over here. So it is asking for the password. So here you can see the weight of the sample is added, that is 0.677 grams, right? I will press enter. Now I will press tare, so increase in temperature will be 0, and I will press fire button for 2-3 seconds. Now the combustion has started and it will show us the calorific value after 15-20 minutes of interval.